Hey everybody, I'm back with another video. And yeah, this time it's on A and B. I'm trying to kind of take a break from those a little bit. I know I said I was going to do an Amy A and B, I just can't right now. So, as you can see from the title, I wanted to talk about some things. Mostly about Daisuke Jigen. He's one of my favorite characters from the Lupin series. There's not many American or English Lupin the Third fans, I noticed, and I also noticed that the English-speaking fans don't really watch the series. They always go by out of context stuff, and they start making things up about certain characters, and that kind of gets under my skin. And as you can see from the title, this one is about how people are constantly accusing Jigen of having misogyny. Now, I already know what y'all are going to do. You're going to go in the comments and say that I'm wrong and y'all have proof and all this junk, but to be honest, I've never seen the proof. Out of all of the episodes, movies, and specials I've seen, I have only seen Jigen doing the complete opposite. There was this one episode where Lupin and Goemon was calling him a misogynist. Jigen said that they think he is, but he's not.
Hey, I know you guys think I'm a misogynist, but it's not exactly a red letter day for your side of the argument.
That's really solid proof right there, but I want to go into more detail if y'all still don't really believe me. In the movie Lupin the Third Goodbye Partner, Jigen acted completely different than what people expect him to. This is just one instance of Jigen actually being in love, truly, with another woman. There was multiple times throughout each series that Jigen has fallen in love with women. Jigen isn't a misogynist, he has trust issues, like deep trust issues, and that's because he would either get backstabbed or something bad would happen, and it's not necessarily anyone's fault. Minus the backstabbing, of course, that's completely different. I'm talking about the bad things happening to him constantly, and he thinks that bad luck is around him, and every time he's with a girl, it's just bad luck. If he was a real misogynist, I think that he wouldn't be wanting to date girls. He wouldn't want to have nothing to do with them at all. Fujiko's a completely different story. I can understand why Jigen has trust issues with her, because half the time she does stab all of them in the back, so she is a little bit different, but there have been times where Jigen would actually really care for her and her well-being. But I've seen through multiple media that Jigen doesn't hate anybody. Jigen is really kind with a heart of gold. And if Jigen really was a misogynist, he wouldn't have helped out women like Sandra and Mirage's daughter. And I've looked through Wikipedia and my 50th anniversary book, and nowhere on the website or in my book does it say that he's a misogynist either. And Jigen even helped Lydia save her town in part 4. I'm just tired of fans bringing up that little joke in the episodes about him being a misogynist, because it's like they're just blowing it all out of proportion, and it's not even true. There is way too much visual evidence and proof that Jigen is not like this. And I'm not just saying this because he's one of my favorite characters. I'm saying this because I'm just genuinely don't understand why the fans keep on and on about it, and it's starting to get kind of old. It's been shown over and over again that Jigen does have a kind heart, and he does really like people, and he wants to. I can see it. Like in Goodbye Partner, with Elisa's mom, he was so nice to her. If he really truly was a misogynist, none of that shit probably wouldn't even happen throughout that movie. I think people are just saying things and bringing shit up just to start drama and fights, and I'm so tired of it. I know every fandom is not going to be perfect, but at least, try to have some kind of dignity. I mean, come on, a misogynist wouldn't have anything to do with women at all. Jigen has dated. It's so obvious. I mean, a misogynist would probably just up and say that he's gay, you know, because he don't want to have nothing to do with women, so I just have way too much visual proof that Jigen is not like what people say he is. And he's even said it himself that Lupin and Goemon would say that he's like that, but he's really not. I'm just tired of all the bullying with one specific character constantly. I mean, there's bullying with Goemon too, but that's a whole nother story. Let me also say this. Don't go into someone else's garden, metaphorically, and poison it. And you don't go into someone else's garden and poison their garden. We all just need to keep to our own gardens and stop messing everyone else's up. Jigen is such a nice guy. I don't see him being mean for like no reason. I know sometimes he can get grumpy, but he's like a salty cookie. I've always seen him that way. Like, yeah, he's salty and gruff on the outside, but on the inside, he's actually really sweet. He's helped people regardless of what kind of weird situation they were in, like Sandra. There's just way too much proof that he's not a misogynist, like people keep claiming that he is. And y'all can't just keep going by out of context shit either. You gotta watch the actual episodes and the actual movies and the specials. You have to have context with this stuff. You can't just watch out of context stuff and think, oh, that's their whole character when it's not. You don't know what's going on with out of context clips. You have to watch the whole thing to understand. To be honest, sometimes I feel like I'm the only American Lupin the Third fan who's actually watched way more stuff than other fans have. I get it, the series isn't all that popular over here like it is in Japan, but you still can't just go by out of context stuff all the time either. You have to have context. But that's it for this video. I think I got my point across. And again, like, don't go bothering other people's gardens, so to speak. But, you know, I'm just saying, liking the video would actually really help my YouTube channel and commenting. So, thanks for watching. Bye.